Welcome back. Today's video is not clickbait. You guys definitely saw the title, and it's probably something a little bit dramatic if I'm being honest. But yes, I am not clickbaiting at all. This is why I quit LEGO Fortnite. And some of you guys might be saying, how did you quit LEGO Fortnite? And if you look at my channel, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I have not posted to the game in a very long time. And even when I did post recently, it was an update video. So I haven't been playing the game in over 2 weeks, which would mean to an extent, I kind of quit. But don't worry, I have a lot to explain and I'm going absolutely nowhere. There's just going to be a tiny bit of change in the content and it's only going to be for the better. And while I'm explaining these changes, I'm just going to go farm some resources because that's what today's episode is about. I am getting back to my peak performance in LEGO Fortnite. But anyway, enough distractions. Continuing on what I was talking about, there's definitely going to be a little bit of change in the content, and what I mean by that is just more videos. For those of you who don't know, I am a one-man team. I do everything myself. I edit my own videos. I obviously record them. I do the thumbnails. I do everything. But I'm excited to announce that I finally brought on board a brand new What I was saying is I finally brought on an editor to my team. So now it's not just me, and I'm going to be able to produce so much more content because it's going to allow me to just play this game for a lot longer every day. Along with this super exciting announcement, I also want to let you guys know that I am going to be changing the way I play on this solo server as well, because if I open my map and I go over to players, you can see that there's nobody in the world right now. I don't want to spoil anything, but we might be getting some surprise guests, and some of them may even have a world keep. Anyway, I just realized that I'm unfortunately very hot in this desert because I didn't plan properly. So let me go grab some more stuff, but I'm not done talking about the updates. And another thing I wanted to announce is that now that I'm gonna have more time to play the game, I'm obviously still not gonna be able to upload some days just because, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. But on the days where I'm not uploading, I will be launching a second channel where you can check out even more LEGO Fortnite. I'm not lying to you guys when I'm saying that we are gonna produce so many more videos every month, and you guys better strap in because we are going crazy. This is the one spot you need to be for all LEGO Fortnite content from here on forward, and I'm so excited to see what we can do. Anyway, I'm looking for a cool-headed charm. I need one of these so I can continue on my exploration, and I have no idea. I swear I just had one. Oh, it's at my Star Wars village. And I guess I never even said this because in the last episode, I was at my Star Wars village as well, but I moved back over to my main world, and I'll definitely be back to my Mos Eisley Rebel outpost at some point. And I mean, by some point, I'm already back on the island, but I was only here for one specific item, and that was, of course, my cool-headed charm. Like I said, though, I'll definitely be returning back here because, I mean, look at this place. It's definitely not done, but I mean, I did a lot of good work at this village. I'm gonna miss it for the time being, but yeah, it's time to get back. Anyway, I don't know why I'm floating here in midair, but on the subject of updates, we have a few more. Be sure to go down in the comments and let me know any series you guys want to see on the channel, especially now that I'm going to be able to spend a lot more time on this game and connecting with other creators and doing other things like building cars, airplanes, new villages, and all of that fun stuff. Just let me know what you guys want to see. I'm down for absolutely anything at this point. Of course, all of my old content will still be sprinkled in. I'm still going to do these survival series episodes, and most of them will be solo. But like I said, you know, maybe we'll do something here. Who knows? Anyway, to close off my thoughts on the second channel as well, since I said I'd be uploading there, just stay tuned. I'll make an official announcement when we're ready to start getting videos up. And I know, I already kind of said this, but just make sure you guys are strapped in for all this content. We're not going to be sitting under 1 million subs for too much longer. So if you're not subscribed and you want to say that you were here before 1 million, you guys know what to do. Anyway, it's time to make a grappler. And now that we have that, I'm pretty sure we're good to go. I got 2 cool-headed charms, so I'm going to swap these out with my inner fire charm, which actually brings me to another thing that I've definitely been meaning to do, and that's just level up. This world, let's be honest with ourselves, is sick looking, but it is lacking in a lot of areas. I mean, just kind of look around this place, and if you look up at the top of the screen, I have an excuse. Building warning and extreme high complexity area. I mean, there's not much I can do in certain areas, but I'm gonna be honest, even with that excuse, I've still been neglecting this world quite a bit. And it's definitely daytime now, but one of the things that I definitely needed is blast powder, so glad we got some of that. And what are these guys doing here? I hardly ever see these guys. I guess I'm never really exploring shore biomes, but these villagers are, yeah, I really don't see those ever. Anyway, I don't want to kill them because I feel like they're kind of rare. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Anyway, we're not gonna kill them because I'm gonna spare their lives. Instead, we're hopping in this cave. I need a lot of bright core and maybe some other stuff, but mostly bright core, so let's go get that done. Okay, all these skeletons are trying to kill me right now, but for some reason, this one skeleton is just pickaxing the floor the entire time. Even when he's getting hit by his... Okay, well, now he's dead, but he was doing it the whole time, even when he was getting hit by TNT. And we've made it out of the cave with a little bit more than I initially thought I would get. In other words, I got a little carried away. I said all I wanted was bright core, but I ended up with all of this, which, I mean, I'm happy with. When you get into these caves, it never hurts to just, you know, get as many things as you can. And what I will say is also, it's very nice to farm granite now that it gives you more. I mean, from breaking a rock like this, you're going to get 13 to 15 pieces every single time, I believe, which is just insane. And it's just going to make things so much easier. Anyway, on our way back home, we're seeing these cowboy hats, which means we can get even more blast powder. I'm gonna spend the night hunting down as many of these guys as I possibly can, and I'll catch up with you guys when the sun rises. Oh, and there go the skeletons for the night, so that means the sun is rising. I'm sure most of you guys by now probably know why I'm getting all of this blast powder, but if you don't, it's because, you know, that's how you make grapplers, and it's a very important piece that takes me a lot of time to get. Although, wait, as I was getting back home, I just realized there's a better alternative to getting blast powder, and it comes in the form of a desert village. So let's get into this mansion, and let's find our villager friend, because we should have Petra somewhere around here. Here's Nugget. I'll talk to him in a second. I want to talk to Petra first. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I assigned her to collect nearby resources, so if I get through some of this other stuff, it looks like she didn't this time, but sometimes she actually will give you blast powder. I know she just didn't in front of our faces, which is kind of a letdown, but I promise you it does work sometimes. Anyway, we got Nugget. Let's see if he's got anything for us. How's your job? He's got marble, and that's about it. Okay. Considering those are the only two villages at this village square, this place was an absolute letdown, and, you know, maybe that's not a good strategy. Maybe I should take back what I said. I don't know. And we're back up in the storage room. We're getting our life together. As you can see, we're starting to fill out our chests again, which is definitely necessary. But with some of these chests, you can see that I'm running into an issue where they're going to become full pretty quickly, and that is why we have another storage room being built right over there with this ginormous castle build. You can barely see it out the window, but I promise you there's a storage room in there. Later in this video, I might continue that storage room as well. But for now, let's get this stuff put away. So there we go. We deposited our inventory once again, which feels great. And there's a few things that we need to do. Like I said, I want to get over to that building there and start messing with the storage room, so that way I can move some stuff over. The key for me to level up in this game right now is just organization and having an abundance of every single resource and item in the game. So yeah, I got to make sure all of my stuff is sorted properly. But along with that, there is one build that I want to do in this episode to kind of progress one of my old villages that I'm going to pay a visit. And I believe before we do any more organization, since I've been doing a lot of busy work, I'm going to go ahead and slide over to the village. Guess in your head right now which village it's going to be. But yeah, I'm going to collect some resources to get started on that build, and I will see you guys when we're over at the village. And if you guessed my ocean raft village, then you would be incorrect. I'm here for a reason though, and it's not what you might think. Like I said, I'm doing a build next, and it's not here, it's over on the shore. The reason I stopped here first was because I saw a villager, which now I don't know where she is. She's here somewhere, I swear. Oh, she's up here. Okay. I thought she was gone, but yeah, the reason I'm here is because I did see a villager, and before we do anything else, I need to see if this village is still bugged. And the way I'm going to do that is by placing down a bed. And if you didn't know, from way back in the day, this village has been glitched. Oh my. Okay, so it's saying that I have 30 people, and that's too much. So that's a new one. It used to say that the villager didn't have a bed. Unfortunately, there's nobody I can kick out right now, so we'll have to figure that out later. I definitely want to return to this village at some point, especially now that fishing is in the game. I mean, over there, you can see that now I could reel in some food so I wouldn't starve to death out here. But between fishing and the driver's seat where I can now make a boat, I might finally be able to actually survive out there, so who knows? But anyway, like I said, there's one thing that we came here to build, and it's on the shore. It's not over on the raft. If I go over to my build menu and I go to our build presets, we have this really cool one that came out in the item shop about a week ago. Lockie's Lighthouse. it says house. It just cuts off. When I saw this one in the item shop, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to purchase it using code Kaz, and then I needed to come over to this part of my world and build it. And although we have a dock here, I might actually just destroy it, take this area, and build the lighthouse here. Before we do that, though, there's some movement going on, and I also see some blast powder that I'm always in need of. But anyway, it's time to get to the fun part, and that is the build. But before we do that, we got to destroy this entire dock, and for whatever reason, the textures aren't loading. Like, zoom in on this, and I don't know. That does not look like Lego to me. Anyway, while it's raining and storming outside in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to destroy this dock, and I'll catch up with you guys when it's time to build. Okay, you guys just saw the time lapse. I don't know why none of the stuff is actually destroying, but it's all gone. Yeah, like the floor is not even here anymore, but I got no idea what's going on. I'm just walking through walls and whatever else is on the floor. So it's time to restart, and we're loaded back in. There's something wrong with this game. I don't know if it's my computer, but there's something that's not right about that. And one of the craziest parts about this area is that I'm standing here and it's bright outside. Like there's no storm, there's no nothing. And then I take a step onto the island here, and all of a sudden, it starts raining and storming. So I'm basically in two separate weather locations. Like if I stand here again and I'm in the water, the rain stops and it's gonna get sunny. Wait, look at this. I know that biomes are a thing, but I've never experienced it like this. I mean, yeah, there's no rain, and then I step over here and we're in a rainstorm. Like, I don't know what's going on. Also, this is cursed. I have no idea what's going on at all. I guess we're gonna have to build the lighthouse right here. This will have to work for now, so let's go ahead and chop this thing down. And now half of the staircase is down in the depths of the ocean, so we're gonna keep it as is because I think this looks kind of cool. It doesn't really affect us, and we can get started on our lighthouse build. Let's go ahead and pull up our blueprints. Let's get the Lockie's lighthouse. We'll put the door facing this way, and we are ready to go. As always with these prefab builds, they're pretty simple, so it's only 25 steps, as you can see. And I don't want to bore you to death, so enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so we've made it all the way to the top, and this build is getting insane, so I actually do want to show you guys a bit of it. It looks so nice, and I love how rounded it is. You know, there aren't many builds in this game that are actually rounded or circular, and this is the first of its kind. And I know it came out a little bit ago in the item shop, but give me a break. I mean, I wasn't really uploading, so it's kind of my fault. Anyway, we made it to the last step, and as you can see, it is putting the light at the top of the lighthouse. And might I say, that is the most expensive light I have ever seen. But let's go ahead and do the honors. We put it down, it shines, and now we have Lockie's lighthouse complete. So let's jump and let's see it. And oh, okay. I mean, it's storming so much out here. I don't even ever expect it to be sunny, but as I say that, it's now getting sunny, which is ironic. Either way, though, it looks so good, rain or shine. I love the look of this one, and this is only the start of this island here. If I'm serious about my raft village, I do want an actual on-land village pretty close so I can have some villagers getting actual work done. And I think this is a good start. I mean, we do have the village square already here. Thinking about adding a second village at some point, but yeah, I just love the way that looks. It's huge, to be honest with you, and you can see it over these ginormous rocks. So the scale is perfect, and it fits exactly the theme of what we're trying to do out here. Still, I have no idea why this dock looks like this, and you know what? I just thought of another idea. Okay, and I know that might have been the most confusing time lapse I've ever done because I basically built into pre-existing builds. But once the glitch goes away, I'm gonna have a shack here that's actually built so I can use this as a real dock. Obviously, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but also look up there. Oh my goodness, the light actually shines out of the lighthouse. I know how that's how lighthouses actually normally work, but in this game, the lighting isn't great, so I'm pretty impressed by that. What I'm actually interested in seeing is if I fly over here, will I still see the light? And let's see, we jump. And Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's any light, which is kind of a letdown. Also, just realized you could see the smoke from the Star Destroyer from all the way out here, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, just wanted to get the lighthouse down, and I also built this little dock out. Not too much, but we're laying the groundwork because we are going to make a big return to this village very soon. Speaking of which, when I do that, I'm going to make sure I clear out some room so people like Aura can actually stay at that village. But we're saying goodbye to it for now. But we made it back home and out of storage room number 1, where I have a little bit of building materials. Not too much, though, because I'm just coming right over this way and getting over to storage room number 2. Speaking of which, if you guys are still watching, let me know in the comments what you think of this building. At this point, I don't love it. I built it right when the Nightly Manor set came out, but since then, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to ignore that for now. As you can see, we have a little bit of storage in here with nothing actually in our chests. That's going to change because we need to start delegating items to each of these chests and also add a little bit more storage. So I have these ancient consoles that I really like. And there we are for now. We got 2 more closets. We got this, and then we got some storage on the sides of each one. I'm thinking this will be my level up chest where I store a lot of my charms, and I also store some of my grapplers and other useful items that I use on a day-to-day basis. Also, these will be nice to hold some more charms and other stuff because, yeah, I need to level up in a lot of different ways, and one of them is actually just making some regeneration charms. I only have 1 of them now. I lost 2 of them. I have no idea where they went, so I need to re-up on that along with a lot of other things. And the last thing we did was grab a few overflow items from some of my chests around this village because, as you can see, there's a lot of items like these here that honestly just have like no place in my storage rooms. I just don't know where to put them. So in an effort to stay organized, we're going to start just dropping these in chests and just assigning chests to somewhat useless items like this so they actually have a place to live. For now, we got all of our fabrics, we got vines, we got feathers, and what else? Glass. Yeah. Okay. So not the most useful items, but they definitely need a place. And I believe this entire building will start housing all of that. Obviously, we have more room for storage up here, and then if we come this way in this door, we have a lot of storage room in this part, and then if we go up to the top, even more. So lots and lots of potential, but we're just getting started here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, it was a little bit different. I hope you guys are excited for all of the content to come. We got an editor, and we are about to go 10 times harder on all of these videos. I promise you we're not stopping anytime soon. Subscribe if you're not, so you can say you were here before a mill. And other than that, it's been your boy Kaz. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I will catch y'all later. Peace.